Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here at Captain Clyde's MTG. So we got our cards here. Um, as always, unless it's $2 or more, it goes on a dollar average. And then I just count it for $1 as bulk. Anything more than $2 is added up, put it on the sheet. So here's what we have. Everything. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to keep track of all this good stuff. So to start off with, we'll start off with the Big Daddy. We did get a Cavern of Souls. They call it Surge Foil, I guess. There's the name. There's the number right there. I looked it up. It is a Surge Foil, and you can kind of see it with. There we go. With that foiling, so very cool. Very happy. It's going for about $1,000 right now, so it's pretty sweet. Actually, about $950 ish, but probably $1,000. So that's pretty nice. So we got that right over there, and then over here we have our giant stack of rares, along with a lot of them being foil, obviously. We did get a lot of good ones. For example, we'll start with, we got a good chunk of lands. You can see here, lands aren't worth a whole lot. We did get a good chunk of them, though. A lot of the multicolor, almost a good chunk of this set is multicolor as far as rares and mythics go, or as far as rares go. These are all the lands here. Here's all the multicolor. There's a lot. And there's Aragorn and the Balrog, Flame Arun, Faramir, all kinds of good stuff in there. Gandalf the Grey. A little Pippin action, a little Pippin a poppin'. We only got 3 Shelobs, though, which is interesting. But whatever. Artifact-wise, we only got this many artifacts and 1 Bilbo's ring, which is really weird. One of these in 6 boxes. The rest we got plenty of everything from Sting, Mithril Coats, you name it. So that was okay. Red, we got a decent amount. We only got 1 Assault, so I wonder if this is a better rare than what we think. But Displays of Power, the Fall, only 1 there and back again. I thought that was odd. We did manage to get 4 different, every one of them being different, delightful halflings, which is a good hit. We have the full art, alternate art, foil regular, and another foil. So that was kind of interesting. But only 4. We got about 4 of Call the Ring. We got 4 Oakish Bowmen. Only one of them was not foil, which was this one. So that was interesting as well. That's probably the other best hit that we got. We did get a Witch King. Only got 1 Witch King as a rare. That's kind of odd. It is one of the better rares. Plenty of Boromir. Only got 2 Flowering. Only 3 Forge Anew. Bunch of Frodo. Like, I don't know. That's a lot of Frodo. That seemed a little weighted to me. 1 Gandalf, 1 Sardok. So that's all very interesting. Put this stuff off to the side here. So then from there we have our Commander rares right here. Not a lot of them are really worth a whole lot, to be honest with you. Only 1 Black Gate. We didn't get very many duplicates either, which I guess is kind of nice. But yeah, so pretty much every one of them, there wasn't a duplicate in almost any of them, so that was actually kind of cool. I prefer not to get Commander cards if all else fails, but at least there's no duplicates, so I guess that's a little better. And then we talk about Commander Mythics. Well, these are the multicolor Commander, I'm sorry. Again, a lot, no repeats, so interesting again as well. So there's that. And then we have the Commander Mythic, sorry. So we only had a couple repeats here. 2 Saurons, 2 Erwin. That was about it. None of these really worth a whole lot. Again, unfortunately. So then we get to the cool ones. So now we have mythics from the set. We got 2 Flame of the Wests, one of them foil, 3 Aragorns, 1 foil, 2 Dawns, 1 foil, a couple Gandalfs of the white, only 1 foil though. Only 2 March of Ents, which is interesting, 1 Hue. Plenty of Doom, Mount Doom. And we found 4 of the One Ring, which is pretty cool. They're around $30 a piece, including the foils, so it's kind of nice. Palantir, got 3 of them. Only 1 Radagast. Several Sauron and Sauron. A couple Shadows, some Storms. Only 2 Tom Bombadils. 1 is foil though, so that's kind of cool. A couple Watchers, 2 Witch Kings. So that was very interesting. Now, the number of these that we got in the box was rather interesting. So you can see here, this is the Realms and Relics part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 of them. And there were 6 boxes. So roughly, that's 3.7-ish per box. So every box had an average of 3. Some boxes had 4. I know one of our boxes had 17 foil or 17 mythics, including these. That was a really high box. Now, that being said, these didn't add a whole lot of value, although they did add value. But for example, you know, this is 10. Balin's Tomb is like 70. Buckleberry Fairy's a block. There's Oro, Urborg. But there are some, you know, Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. This one's only a couple dollars. Homeward Path, maybe $2 or $3. Helm's Deep, $2 or $3. Sword of Hearth and Home, only $5. Kind of shocked by that. Pillar of Perun, less than $1. Besage's is decent money. Castle Ardenvale reprint, not worth a whole lot. So, I mean, Party Tree, some of these are. Red Horse Pass is not. Shards of Narsil is not. Wastelands, relatively. Desert Temple's not great. There's a Caracas. On average, they did okay, but it's not... They add the extra value, but they can be deceiving because they don't give you as much value, in my opinion, as I think they should. And that might be because of how many times they've already been reprinted. So with that said, overall view of the set, before I get into money, felt really good. I mean, every box was opening 12 plus mythics. It felt like they felt really good to open. It was fun to open. It was cool to pull the cards. There's all these rares. Foil alternate art was awesome. It felt really good. It really did. But now comes the real question. What was it really like? So, handy dandy notebook time. Here we go. To start off with our first box, we have mythics, rares, our toppers. In the toppers, I included Relic and Realms. After I realized they were in the packs, I didn't realize that. So our first box was $239. Our second box was $1,114. That's obviously where we pulled our Surge foil. If it hadn't been for the Surge foil, that box would have been $169. So I kind of wonder, you know, back to the tinfoil hat theory of their track printing, if they know they're going to put a big hit in a box, the box doesn't pull very well. 244. And then we had a 305, a 341, a 177. So all in all, the average per box was $403, which is right on par with them selling for almost $500 right now, because they should sell for less. They should sell for more than what's in the box. However, if you're not pulling a Surge foil, at best, the average box is $246. So you're really, in my opinion, you're just gambling if you're buying these hoping to hit a big card. Because you will hit big cards, but it won't be enough to pay $500 for one of these boxes. It's just not going to happen. I mean, if you look up here, even on the 239 box, all the toppers were 71, the rares were 108, but the mythics were only 50. There's not enough good mythics in this set. I mean, if you put them together, if you include the toppers because they are mythics, you know, the mythics barely outpace the rares, and the rares aren't good. Again, $66, $70. The rare and mythics are almost identical. And again, if it wasn't for the Surge foil, this one would just be awful. This one here is 83, 116 in rares, 45 box toppers, 60, 130 something in rares, 110 for the box topper. That was some good pulls. Finally, a good one at 132, 101, and 108 for box toppers. That seems really above par for a box, and it was only 341. Finally, 74, 75, 28 for 177. As you can see, the mythics are on par with the rares, which is not good. The mythics need to be a lot higher than the rares, or the rares need to be a lot higher than the mythics. One or the other, they can't be the same. And the reason I say that is the only reason that the rares are that high is one of the rares is going for $40, you know, so that's cool and all, but if you hit that one rare once or twice in a box, and all the mythics you hit are only around 5 to 10, there's no incentive to hunt mythics. So at the end of the day, I think this product is overpriced, or the cards are not being understood for their value, and so they're too cheaply priced. So either the card values need to come up or the box values need to go down, but I would not pay $500 a box because, mind you, I got a Surge foil, which is cool, and $1,000, but this is the most expensive one. The other ones are anywhere from $100 to up to $1,000, and the odds of me getting the best one is just pure luck. So with that said, the total for this, added all together, was around $2,700, which is how much one case is going for. So my suggestion, if you really want to buy this set, you have to buy a sealed case of 6 to even break even on the current market value. And that's if you sell everything, and even then you're going to lose 20%, which means you're going to make back $24. You're going to lose $300 if you don't keep any of the cards. So again, this is probably on the low side, but either the card values are too low or the box prices are too high. Take your pick. Also, the one cool card you get may not be an expensive one. Notice I did not get a Soul Ring in any of my boxes. I only got this Surge foil, so I wonder if it's one or the other and not both. Which again is track printing, so they can give you one expensive card and not give you the other one. So very interesting. That's my comments and my thoughts. You guys take a look at it, tell me what you think. Who knows? Maybe I'll open a couple more boxes of these. I did order more than 6 to have 1 or 2 boxes set aside. Maybe I'll open some more if I find them cheap, which is probably not going to happen. But I have a real feeling that if you're opening set and draft for this set, you're going to be really sad in the long run because there's just not enough value here, in my opinion, especially for these box prices. Because you got to realize, if you took out all of the column for the box toppers, you're not going to have the kind of value you had over here. I mean, if the 178, if you took the box topper out, it'd only be 150 something. Now, you get a box topper in draft and whatever, and that's cool and all, but you also won't get as many mythics or as many rares, so you're going to bleed off value, and I really think that the draft and set boosters are going to be a money sink that doesn't have any value. Now, if they go down a little bit, maybe I would buy into them, but as of right now, I wouldn't even touch them. If you're going to blow money on them, spend the extra money for a collector's box and hope for the best. So, also remember, this doesn't come, to the best of my knowledge, in the box topper. It's only openable in packs with Surge foils. So, anyway, there you have it. Tell me what you think down below. If you've opened a few boxes, tell me what you got. How did you feel? Did it feel good to you? So, at the end of the day, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. Until next time, be kind. Hope to see you across the game table. Later, player.